All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Lou. Check three. Sunday. 57 to Mike.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and
8.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Kill. Hey, X3. 218, chop. 3. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Third and 2, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Value 3. Hey, lift.
Here's Goff. And find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Let's bring it.
From the red zone now, Goff under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Nice 57's right. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Vikings nothing.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. 280.
58, come on.
Watch the screen.
Pass.
58,
right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
82, 40.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Check. Lucky. Whip. Watch the whip.
Check 4. 25. Check 25.
Check 24. Rush in.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Kill.
Switch. Spines.
Flag.
No. Check.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Keep playing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Middleton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Value 3, value 3.
Motion. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Go tackle.
DC. General West.
Fresno.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. It's complete to Diggs. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On first down, Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Touchdown, L.A. Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First and 10, 28-yard line.
Okay, double up. He's checking. Tyson.
They run again on first down. Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Check 31.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 120. I'm here all day. Hey, watch it.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Go. 280. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. They gonna need some therapy.
Now Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run on first down. Middleton. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now look at him go. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
I got you, son. I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz setting up the screen for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Check nickel.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Room here to run. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Hey, watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. Middleton, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Oh, yeah!
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Goff on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill.
58, right over there, yeah.
Hey, Delta.
Right there. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense, let's go. Shift.
Go.
Slam.
Protein spill.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Wide open receiver complete. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing now, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Go, go, go. 58's the mic. 58.
Smooth.
Hey, time. 58, right over there, right over there.
Yes, yes.
58, right there. Woo-hoo. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. All day.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got Smith here. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.